beautiful September 4th, 2024. Right along the triple track again, only this time to get the PM rush at a station I've never been to on the triple track, Westbury. Here comes 1964 from Penn Station around Ronkonkoma at 4:16. 4:17 arriving westbound is train 1657 from Huntington to Grand Central. For the most part, the only trains that stop here are the Huntington trains. Here you won't see the Oyster Bay trains, but even without them, this is still quite a busy place during the rush hour. You should see 6 Port Jefferson bound diesels, 5 diesels for the Montauk branch destinations, and a couple of westbounds from Port Jefferson. And this day has been a triple track doubleheader. The AM rush in Mineola this morning and the PM rush here in Westbury. Never done that before. This town was originally called Hempstead Plain, but in 1675, an English Quaker named Henry Willis named the town Westbury after his hometown of Westbury, Wiltshire in England. .435, that was 6:57 en route from Port Jefferson to Jamaica. And that's train 1656 from Grand Central to Huntington. And we have equipment heading west at 4:45.
The 4:51 train to Ronkonkoma will arrive.
Yeah, in the morning rush where eastbounds could only use track number 2 because tracks 1 and 3 were used for westbounds. This time, westbounds can only use track number 3 as 2 and 1 are used for eastbounds. Looking east from the station, the tracks go up slightly to the east. It's passing over School Street, which used to be a grade crossing. And there's a cat out there also doing a little rail fanning. Well, here's 1658 from Grand Central to Huntington, arriving at 4:52. I'm wondering if that's George. Well, here comes 658 from Long Island City to Port Jefferson. Scooting east on number 1. Arriving Westbury, one of the few trains that stop here going to Ronkonkoma. 1968 at 4:55. Got 1963 barreling west shortly. Coming west at 5 o'clock as a bonus. This is a passenger extra. Passenger extra 17. It's running from Babylon to Jamaica. He's got the same equipment that train 505 had this morning from Oyster Bay to Penn. Got 518 on the front and 508 in the rear. Comes 18, Montauk. It's train 18 from Hunters Point Avenue to Montauk. And coming east at 5:12 is train 1970 from Penn Station to Ronkonkoma. Rolling fast on track number 2. Approaching at 5:14 is train 1661, Huntington to Grand Central Terminal. Don't call it anything else. Well, 5:20, train 80 from Long Island City to Patchogue is approaching, but I think he's going to get blanked out. Should be able to hear him in the background. Taking his sweet old time. I had that same problem this morning with eastbounds blocking westbounds. Driving eastbound at 5:25 is train 1564, Penn Station to Huntington. Oh, I heard an echo there, and I know somebody was going to comment about that. I'd bet the house that he will. That guy loves M7 echoes. See if you hear it when he starts up. A little bit of an echo on the startup. Approaching eastbound at 527 is my good buddy train 1056, Penn Station around Ronkonkoma. I did a couple of M3 cab rides on that train, but that train hasn't had M3s in quite a while. M9s tonight. Well, smoking east at 532 is train 660, Penn Station to Port Jefferson. That's one of 3 dual modes we'll see going through here. One other one to Port Jeff, 664, and train 44 to Spionk. Comes 2066 Grand Central Ronkonkoma, 536. All right, 539. Blasting through westbound is another one of those Port Jeff to Jamaica through trains. 659 is the train number. Here he comes. And hello to you too, sir. Ronkonkoma bound M9s at 543. 545 approaching east fast is train 662. Long Island City to Port Jefferson. Moving. In electrified territory, diesels can operate at the maximum speed that MUs are allowed to travel. In this case, it's 80. It should be 42. Penn Station to Spionk at 550. .05 arriving as train 1566, Penn Station to Huntington with M9s. Down number 1 is train 1060, Penn Station Ronkonkoma, 607. 612, coming east is train 664, Penn Station to Port Jefferson. '67, Ronkonkoma to Penn at 612. Approaching westbound at 6:15 is train 1663, Huntington to Grand Central. I think I might know the guy running this train. There's 2068 rushed east. Yeah, I do know that guy. The guy running those M9s was none other than Spaghetti and Meatballs. Presently he's on the extra list. Approaching eastbound at 623 is train 1062, Grand Central to Ronkonkoma. Piloted by the Flying Yankee. Yeah, that's him. He's got a new assignment. As of September 3rd, a lot of the picks for train crews changed. Here's 1566 from Penn Station to Huntington, 633. It's 698, Long Island City to Port Jeff. Well, he'll beat that guy to Huntington. Stick around for a couple of more diesels. 22 to Montauk and 44 to Spionk. 638, here comes 1974. Penn Station to Ronkonkoma. M9s. Approaching is 1064. Penn Station to Ronkonkoma at 644. Previous train to Ronkonkoma 1974. That's like the limited out of Penn. Makes Jamaica, Hicksville, Brentwood, Central Islip, and Ronkonkoma only. With the schedule change on Tuesday, it had its number change from 1966 to 1974. Well, 647, here's 1664. Grand Central to Huntington is going to be passed up by 22 from Jamaica to Montauk. Nice K5LA on here. .653, that was 2070 Grand Central to Ronkonkoma. Well, coming east fast at 7:05, he's got his headlights on bright. Train 44, Penn Station to Spionk. We'll say goodbye after this train. 1971 from Ronkonkoma to Penn should be blasting by in the opposite direction. I spent nearly 3 hours here, and you can see how busy this place is in the PM rush. You got an example of the AM rush. It's busy, busy, busy.